Today we are talking about rate locks, folks, and I will tell you this, don't lock in with another lender unless you know this about their rate lock policy. And don't worry, if you've already locked in, we'll talk about that too. But first, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm Brad, I'm the mortgage guy, and I've been doing this for about 26 years. We've helped thousands of first-time buyers purchase homes and even more move up, downsize, invest, purchase for aging family, college kids, all kinds of stuff. If it has to do with financing a home, we do it. That's what we do. Point is, we do it every single day. This isn't theory. As I said, please, if you like the information, subscribe. We'd love to have you come back and grab some more information. So let's get right to it. If we're talking about rate locks here, what is a rate lock? Well, a rate lock is this. It is with your lender, they are committing to a certain rate for you. They are taking you out of the crazy market that does this all the time. Sometimes it's doing more of this. Sometimes it's doing more of that, right? Sometimes it's on the upward trend. Sometimes it's on the downward trend. But locking in the rate takes you out of that crazy market. And quite frankly, that's going to help you sleep better at night when you've got yourself a house under contract or you're refinancing, putting out funds for appraisals or anything like that. And locking in a rate, super, super important. What it is not, though, is you're not locking yourself necessarily in with that lender. Certainly, you shouldn't be locking in rates with multiple lenders at the same time. It actually does cost them money, believe it or not, but if you were to do that. But it's not locking you necessarily in with another lender. So before you lock, however, what you want to know is their float down policy. Now, the reason I'm going to talk about float down policy is this, is that when you lock in that rate with that lender, it's protecting you from going up, but most of the time it means that's your rate. If the rates go up, great, you just won, right? But if the rates go down, you lost a bit because you're not going to be able to get the lower interest rate. You already locked in at that rate. So your lender's float down policy becomes very, very important. And if they don't have a float down policy, well, you might start looking maybe at a different lender, because I think it's real important that if you're taking, say, 30, 60 days to close on your home, if the market goes in your favor, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to take advantage of that. So with that policy, you need to know, how much does the rate need to go down for me to take advantage of your float down policy? Are there any costs to your float down policy? We have a float down policy. Obviously, I'm talking about it. This is one of the things I love about rate is the float down policy. It allows us, if those rates do come down, to get you that lower rate. So when we're locking in a rate, we're locking in a ceiling as opposed to a floor. We're basically saying, hey, we're going to take you out of this crazy market, but we're also not going to penalize you and not let you take advantage if the market gets better. So I think that's really, 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 really important that you be able to do that. In the old days, in the past, I've been here, 6 years or so at rate. And again, this is one of the policies that makes me stay here because I feel like it's just so customer forward and so customer centric that it's one of the things that I love about the company is that we're always putting that customer, that customer first. But way back in the old days, before float down policies were even a thing, you'd gamble, basically. You'd sit there and go, hey, what's the market doing? Is it going up? Is it going down? You have no idea what's going to happen. The last Fed decrease, just as an example, some people were holding out and saying, hey, I don't want to lock until the Fed announces what they're going to do this coming week. You know what happened when the Fed announced their rate cut the following week? Mortgage rates went up, believe it or not. Not my clients. My clients locked in ahead of time, knowing that it could be volatile depending on what happens at that meeting. And even though they cut when rates went up, they were protected. But other people, they gambled. They were with a lender that didn't have a float down policy, and they thought, oh, when the Fed cuts rate, which everybody says they're going to do, rates are going to go down, and I don't want to lose out on that. Well, that Fed rate cut ended up having an opposite reaction with mortgage rates, and those people lost out. So I think it's really important that you not gamble with your money here when you're buying a house, in that you are able to lock in without the fear of saying, oh, shoot, I'm missing out on a lower rate that's coming about. So a lock-in and a float-down policy, really, really important. So what happens if you've already locked in with a lender? Well, you honestly, if they don't have a float-down policy, you're welcome to shop around you're not locked in with that individual lender yourself. So you're welcome to still shop around. We'd love to give you a quote. We have actually a special fast track program that's there for people already under contract. Make sure you close on time and make sure you get an awesome rate. But anyways, if you've already locked in, no problem. You can give us a call. We would love to talk to you. Again, licensed in all 50 states. I don't know if I said it here in this video yet, but we are licensed in all 50 states. Would love to help you in any one of those. So whether you're out there, you're shopping for a house already pre-approved, you want a second opinion, whether you just want a pre-approval in the first place, we've got realtors all over the nation we can hook you up with if you don't have one that you're connected with, or you've got that house under contract and you're looking for another opinion on that rate and also be able to take advantage of any kind of rate float downs before you close to get the best rate possible there in the market, hit us up. We are here to help. We'd love to talk to you. Again, Brad, the mortgage guy with rate, and please like, subscribe. If you like the information, please subscribe. It allows us to bring you more info. So anyways, until next time, happy house hunting.